So what do you do when you have real concerns about a student and suspect that there might be something going on with their learning that requires more than the intervention or help that you can give in a classroom? That's the meeting we're going to talk about today. I like to start those meetings off with a question, asking the parents, how do they think it's going? It gives you real insight into whether or not the parents as well notice something going on, and maybe you're already on your side. They just don't know what the plan might be to support their child. Or you might find that they are in a denial about what's going on. So asking them up front how they think it's going will let you know how you should proceed from there, because you still need to get to the same endpoint, and that you need to get them on your side to help you support their child in being successful in school and whatever that plan is going to look like. I saw it on some other show and they talked about the truth bomb. And for some parents, it can really feel like that. Like you've just exploded their heart by telling them that you think their child's struggling with school, not because they're not trying, but because something's really interfering. They have a processing disorder that's really interfering, or ADHD or something that's really interfering that's beyond their control. So, you know, it can feel like a bomb. It can be very hurtful. I had a conference with my girlfriend Jennifer day before, because she had to have a conference with a parent. The child had been homeschooled until 3rd grade, and then at 3rd grade she was behind, and we didn't really know if it was because she hadn't been given the opportunity to learn or she was going to struggle to learn it. So now that she's in 5th grade, the reading's caught up. She actually won the spelling bee, but the math is not there. When she was in 3rd grade, she didn't know the difference between the add and subtract symbols, and we just kind of thought, well, that she just needs to know that. She hasn't been taught that. But now that she's been receiving intervention before school, in addition to the schooling, and she still isn't making enough progress that we think she's going to be able to function in 6th grade successfully, we need to address it with the parents. The mom is very against this, and says things like, my daughter isn't slow, my daughter isn't slow, which hurts the heart of my little friend Jennifer, because her brother was diagnosed with autism, and people called him slow, and that's not at all what he is. And so she's struggling with the parent kind of being insulting to her and her family while she's trying to help the child, and the mom's like, no, no, no. So here's my advice that I gave to her, is that she needed to take away all the blame and shame from the child and the parent to address the need. So it almost doesn't matter at this point why it's there. Our goal is to get it on paper that she has a need and get her the help. So I went so far as to say, it wasn't your fault that you didn't live in California when she was little, so you didn't know the standards to teach her to be ready. And it wasn't her fault that she didn't learn them, because you didn't teach them. But now that we've given her a couple years to catch up, and I think it's really going to start hurting her heart if she goes to middle school and can't keep up with the kids, I would like to get her help now. So paint a picture of the struggles you see them having if we don't intervene now. Parents sometimes just think it's going to go away, it's going to go away. And so they need to trust you. They need to know that you care, that their child's safe, and that you want their child happy, and then you're worried about the education. And we don't want to hurt anybody's little heart. We don't want to make them feel bad about themselves. But if I, as a teacher, can't offer enough support or the right kind of support, I need help. So I need to know what else is going on with little Bella so that we can get her the help that she needs. So that's my suggestion. And then ask and listen to their concerns. And some of their concerns might be hidden in rhetoric. So really listen to what they're saying. And if they do start to get angry, remember, it's not about you. They're feeling hurt. And when you are hurt, you tend to lash out. So just listen to what the real issues are. The real issues that they don't want another class is the real issue, that they don't want her to feel bad about herself. Because when you know what the seed of their concern is, it's easier to address. And so with my friend Jennifer, the seed of the concern was she didn't want to hear that her daughter had a learning disability. So by taking it away and saying, no, it's the curriculum and it's the schooling, and you didn't know and she didn't know, we just need to solve the problem now. So we take away the blame and the shame. So that's how we're going to run the meeting. Come up with a plan. It might be that you need to meet again. If the parents come in unaware that there's anything wrong, you're probably not going to get anything solved that day. But put in an action plan, things that you're going to do specifically ask them to do some things at home, and write on the calendar when you're going to meet again. And I know that this might sound horrible to school psychologists everywhere, at least some of the ones I worked with. When I say I'm going to do an action plan for the next 6 weeks, I want to set the meeting date now, so I don't get busy and I don't forget to do it, or I get busy and I know I'm supposed to be doing it, but I can't because it wasn't on my calendar. Set the next meeting on the calendar right now while everybody's in the room. And if we agree that in 6 weeks, if the action plan isn't working, we're moving to a next step and maybe doing an assessment, getting more information, everybody needs to come to the table ready to do that. We can't let children fall through the cracks because adults want to put things off or push them into the future. You know, every day that a child's not learning something it was their future. That, you know, tomorrow is their future. We need to help tomorrow. So I hope this helped you. If you found it of value at all, go ahead and subscribe and you'll know when I do another YouTube. And I do have a website where I intend to help teachers plan, manage, and present the best lessons to the kids who are struggling the most. And you can always find me on email or Instagram or a Facebook group if you have questions, because I really am here for you. And I hope you have a great conference, and I hope it all turns out for the best.